Hello, welcome everyone. I'm excited that all of you have joined us today to know more about career opportunities in engineering and law abroad. The four of you have joined. Can I just know which background you're from? Are we looking at engineering only, or are we also looking at law here today?
I'm Rohan and I'm from engineering background, mechanical engineer.
I'm Yashna
Okay,
from
what about
computer
Kushal?
science engineering background.
All right, and Kushal.
I'm computer science engineering.
Okay, and what about you, Ankur? Hello, Ankur, I cannot hear you. Sorry.
He's on mute, I think.
Okay, fine. So then I think I will cover more of engineering and computer science and not really focus on law today. All right. Okay, so these are the main topics we would be covering today. Why study in Canada? Why study in US? Opportunities in Canada and US, UK, Germany, Australia, New Zealand. Admission requirements and checklist. What do really schools look at? Key components of an application, career prospects and employment opportunities. What is a career roadmap? Scholarships, post study work visa, and admission timelines. When is the right time to apply to these universities? Okay, before we start, I would like to tell you who we are. So, I am Manvi Bansal. I'm an overseas education consultant with EduBroad Consulting since the past 10 years. I've helped multiple students apply to overseas education institutes in all countries like US, UK, Australia, Germany, Europe with scholarships. So every year we send more than 2,000 students abroad and we help them with get into top universities with scholarships. We are a Mumbai based organization. We started in 1994 and we are headed by Dr. Pratibha Jain. Dr. Pratibha Jain is not only working with a lot of universities and colleges, she's a senior counselor with Jai Hind College, HR College, and she's also a columnist with Times of India. She's also on board with the Skill Development Society of India and actually uh, have a lot of initiatives in the social skill development area. I introduced myself already. I am Manvi Bansal. I have counseled thousands of students in the past 10 years, and I'm SII certified, where I help students take an aptitude test to understand what kind of careers they can explore. So we have affiliation with more than 300 universities abroad, and 100% of our students obtain admissions abroad. 90% of our financial aid applications receive financial assistance. So these are some popular overseas education destinations I think we all are aware of. Mostly till 10 years back, it was a trend to go into only an English speaking country. The United States of America, UK, Ireland, Australia, New Zealand, Singapore still remain a major choice for all the students. But now countries like Germany, France, Netherlands are also offering lower cost education to students and hence is becoming more popular. So if we look at studying in Canada, Canada still remains the number one on the list when it comes to overseas education. And precisely why? Because it has some of the best universities in the world. It has some of the best research opportunities in the world. More than that, it's the ultimately after studying, we all are looking at employment. So Canada ranks number one in employment opportunities in the tech sector. So if you're looking at technology related job opportunities, biomedical related job opportunities, even mechatronics related job opportunities, Canada still, remains number one in the arena. If you see Canada tech wave, basically it's known for telecommunications, digital media, video game, biotech, aeronautical engineering, and even artificial intelligence. You can gain work experience while you study. Most of the courses that are designed in Canada are with work co-op program that allows you to actually have industry experience while you study. Canada definitely offers an enriching cultural experience, accessible Canadian student visa process, and it allows you to stay for 3 years post your study in Canada to work. Coming to briefly, the education system in Canada. Canada offers two kind of opportunities. One is universities, the other are colleges. So there are certificate level programs, there are diploma level programs, there are advanced diplomas, there are postgraduate diplomas, there are bachelor's degrees, master's degrees, and PhDs. The difference here would be that the level and certificate level programs are majorly offered by colleges, and even your graduate diploma certificates are offered by colleges. Universities are majorly offering bachelor's degrees and master's degree. Now, we have a mindset that diploma is not really recognized. In Canada, the diplomas, diploma level education at graduate and undergraduate level are very well recognized. The system of education in Canada is such that colleges are given preference because they have a low fee structure and they make you immediately employable. So if you are looking at not spending such a major chunk on your education right now, you can always go for a graduate diploma. And then probably later, once you start earning, you have saved some money, you can go on to a university and complete your master's degree. So you can always progress. You can do a 1 year diploma, then add it on with a master's degree and do it from a university. I agree that definitely a master's degree would be a final tick in your resume, because that would give you that, especially for engineering students, that you have completed your master's in engineering or a MASc degree. So this is the education system in Canada. I think I already explained this to you. We have a bachelor's degree, we have higher education institutions which offer graduate diplomas, and then we have master's degree. I'm not talking about the undergraduate here because I assume all of you are already doing your undergraduate degree. And so I'm speaking about the graduate diplomas and the master degree programs. So these are the top Canadian universities for engineering. If you can have a look, it's University of Toronto, Waterloo, University of British Columbia and Vancouver, University of Alberta, McGill University, University of Montreal, Concordia University, University of Calgary, University of Ontario Institute of Technology, and University of Ottawa. Besides these also, so see, these are just a few names that I've pulled out. Besides these, there are a lot of other universities like Lakehead University, University of Saskatchewan. I mean, Canada has almost 30 to 40 good universities for engineering programs. So I'll skip the law school right now. The MEng and the MASc. So a lot of my students ask me, ma'am, what is the difference between an MEng degree and a MASc? Because Canadian schools are offering both a master's in engineering program as well as a master's in applied science in the same field. So, if you go to a engineering school website, you will see a master's in engineering as well as a master's in applied science and computer science. So the difference here is the Masters of Engineering is a more practical program. It's a more industry focused program in the sense that you just, you just study and you get employable. While Masters of Applied Science is a more research based program. For a Masters in Applied Science, you have to write and find a research professor beforehand and then apply to the university and get in touch with the professor and also understand, what kind of research is ongoing in the university. Though Masters in Applied Science would give you more scholarship chances, the major chunk of scholarships actually lie in the Masters in Applied Science programs. So if you are a student who is looking to do serious research in the field of engineering, please apply for a Masters in Applied Science program and not an MEng program. Now, everybody says study a STEM program. So I hope you all understand what STEM means. So these are the group of courses and fields that come under STEM. So S in STEM stands for science. So science related programs, bio, chemistry, physics, and some other medical sciences come under STEM. Technology, when I'm talking about engineering principles, processes and technology, scientific principles, they all come under, the STEM degree. Then is your engineering programs with mathematical and scientific principles, and mathematics and computer science, your big data, your artificial intelligence, statistics, and even some management programs that are focused on, analysis. So a degree in management science would be a STEM course. So there are a lot of opportunities under STEM itself. So these are some interesting facts about universities in Canada. So why I have shared some facts with you is because I want to encourage all of you not to just purely, drive your decisions on rankings. See what stand out for each university. Suppose once you've decided that you're looking at doing a program in computer science, see what facilities, infrastructure the university is providing. Where is a university placed? What is the location? What are the internship opportunities around? So there are a lot of factors that come into taking a decision, and the decision cannot purely be based on just the tuition fees and the ranking of the university. So understand that your decision has to be holistic, so that you're getting the right return on investment tomorrow. So these are just a few examples here. Like University of Waterloo has actually a autonomous vehicle with autonomous driving software. So if you are looking at really auto engineering, I think Waterloo offers the best facilities. Similarly, if you are looking for something in agriculture and bioresources, University of Saskatchewan has great amount of teaching labs and even conference rooms just dedicated towards agriculture. University of Alberta again has the first connected vehicle test bed network consisting of grids of roads. So again, it really depends what major you're looking at and then deciding which school is the best for the same. So these are a few more examples. University of Guelph has the only marine and freshwater biology program. But again, this is for undergraduate students. They have a major in postgraduate studies as well. If you're looking at true research, University of British Columbia attracts $580 million in research funding every year. So UBC is one of the, most hot selling university for research. Coming to studying in UK. So why study in UK? I've not gone into a lot of program details on the UK because I think most of us are aware about the UK market. So UK programs are actually one of the best academic programs as per standard. Again, UK has a history of most of the best research, and I think most of your research and innovation has started from the UK. So these programs are shorter in duration, unlike US and Canada where the courses are 2 year long. Here the courses are just 1 year long. That means you become employable faster. What you are learning is still, it's not getting out of date, and you are able to apply it in the market immediately. So definitely, you're spending less money. Over there, you're spending a 2 year tuition fees. Here, you're just spending a 1 year tuition fees, and you're becoming employable faster. So if you're looking at coming into the job market as soon as possible, then UK is the best country to choose. Now, besides the amazing amount of specializations, programs that UK offers, and at the same time, facilities that UK universities offer, they also offer a graduate route now that they had stopped earlier for 7-8 years in between. So now all the programs are offering a 2 years work visa. So that means if you are studying a graduate program in the UK, you get to stay back in the country and experience the work culture there for a minimum 2 years. And later, if you are having a job of more than 20,000 £30,000 a year, you get to stay back in the UK as well. So some universities, I've not really mentioned the universities here, but you can check out Cranfield University has some of the most amazing programs in aeronautics and engineering. If you're looking at a mix of, something like a management and engineering, you can even check out the Warwick Manufacturing Group. They have some very good programs that are amalgamation of, management and engineering basics. Studying in US definitely remains the favorite because it has an international reputation, optimized classroom experiences, flexible academic environment, emphasis on internships and career advancement, diversity, and some of the best research opportunities. So a lot of students tell me that, ma'am, the H1 visa is still not sure what would be the status of the H1B visa. But somewhere, if you really want to add value to your resume, I feel that skill set is more important than what the other opportunities the country is providing. If you have the skill set, if you have the mindset, you can sell yourself anywhere in the world. So if you're looking at true research opportunities and education that stands apart, then definitely US is unparalleled in terms of technology. So these are some popular programs in the US. Again, these are just a few programs I have mentioned here. There are many, many, many more programs. So we have aerospace engineering, business analytics, data science, computer science, entrepreneurship, MBA, electrical engineering, Masters of Law. So coming to studying in Australia. Okay, in Australia is known globally as one of the world's most diverse and welcoming countries. The group of 8 universities in Australia are actually worldwide known. You gain work experience while living in Australia. There are immense employment opportunities in Australia. There are ample scholarship for students. And Australia offers part-time and post-study work rights for all eligible international students. So education system in Australia. University is the highest level of education in Australia. Australia has 39 universities and 37 government-funded public universities. Students can attend on-campus bachelor's degrees or postgraduate programs. Apart from these universities, there are TAFE, technical and further education institutions, and vocational training institutions available in Australia. So I've not gone into in depth of all the countries and all the courses. Why? Because I just wanted to give you a brief idea about what a country education system looks like. Because if you are looking at engineering and technical courses are available at all top universities in all these countries. Again, coming to New Zealand, it has 8 universities only, and it is influenced by the UK education system. You gain work experience while you study. If you are looking at pursuing a PhD sometime later, New Zealand offers the best PhD opportunities at a very low cost. So if you feel that you don't want to spend a lot on your PhD education, then New Zealand is the place to be. Education system in New Zealand. New Zealand has 8 state-funded universities, 16 institutes of technology and polytechniques, which has been divided into the New Zealand Institute of Skills and Technology. Can you put yourself on mute, please?
Please carry on.
Yes, okay. Coming to studying in Germany. Now, why Germany? I think especially for engineers, Germany stands out as a country. Most of the engineers are attracted to study in Germany, both at an undergraduate and postgraduate level. German universities charge low tuition fees, and some courses, like public universities, are also giving a free education. But please be mindful that most of the universities that are giving a free education are also teaching in German language. So if you are fluent in German language and you are actually a person who love languages, who love connecting with new people, then German is the place to be. If you have no idea of the German language, if you're not a person who can quickly learn a new language, then please think before you go to Germany, because it's not just about a low fee structure education. What you learn generally in a overseas institute is more from the environment. And if you're not able to interact and feel at home, half of your learning experience will go in waste. So I would definitely encourage that first take up German language in the second and third year of your college, so that you're sure that you can manage the language, and then plan to study a postgraduate program in Germany. Then Germany is offering a lot of scholarships, DAAD, and there are other outside scholarships. I mean, there are immense amount of scholarships available in Germany. You can easily go to the DAAD website, which offers the most scholarship bank of Germany. There are English taught masters in German engineering schools. There are research and collaboration with engineering industry. So these are some top universities for engineering in Germany. It's Technical University of Munich, RWTH, Technical University of Berlin, TU Dresden, and these other schools. LMU is one of, again, very popular technical institute. Also, the process of application in German universities is generally 2 steps. They generally assess you on your aptitude as well, and then there's an interview round, and they require a GRE as well. So make sure all these aspects of the application are covered while you're applying to German institutes. Applying to a good German institute is very competitive. Why? Because they are known for their engineering and research, and in whole of Europe they have one of the best research. So please apply on time and make sure you're applying a good application. So these are some of the common admission requirements in all the countries. One is your academic percentage. So when we talk about academic percentage, we generally apply in the final year of a program. That means we don't know what our final results would be, but we are applying till whatever the last semester results are available. So ensure that when we are applying, at least it's not that your final result will only matter. All your mark sheets, all semester results matter, and a complete CGPA is submitted to actually gain admissions. So CGPA of 6.5 to 7 is ideal to apply overseas. We are looking at an English language exam, either IELTS, TOEFL, or PTE. They all are equally accepted in all the countries. Relevant work experience. There are again two kind of courses. One is continuing education. One is one is called a continuous program, and the other is a more after work program in Germany. And in other countries also some courses would require a relevant work experience, while some would be for freshers. So please check the entry requirements of the program before applying, that do they need a work experience or not. Additional documents would be your GRE scores, your supplementary forms, interviews, and your personal statement. Now coming to which actually exam to take, a GRE or a GMAT. So GMAT is required for most MBA programs. GRE is required for most master's program in Canada and US. European schools also ask for GMAT for MBA or MSc programs. So now I'm sure a lot of you must be thinking of pursuing an MBA after your engineering, or even a combination of management with technology. So if you're looking at doing an MBA, please ensure that you are taking 3 to 5 years of work experience before applying to any MBA school. MBA only makes sense when you have some work experience. But if you're looking for a master's program, master's in management science, master's in engineering business management, master's in innovation technology management, so you can master's in information management. So these are some programs you can take in at master's level that allow you to actually integrate management principles with your engineering degree. But if you're purely looking at an MBA to progress on the career ladder, ensure that you have a 4 to 5 years of work experience before you apply for an MBA program. And if you're planning to apply for an MBA program, GMAT is mandatory in most of the schools. A GMAT score is valid for 5 years. So I would prefer that if you are looking at taking a 4 years work experience, take your GMAT in the final year of your graduation, because you're still in the work study mode. And then it is valid for 5 years, and you can definitely apply after 4 years of work experience. So this is the application checklist. I would, request all of you to take a screenshot of this. This will come in handy whenever you're planning to apply overseas. It's the application form, application fees, valid passport, mark sheets and transcript, degree, diploma, certificate. If you don't have your degree, diploma, certificate, a provisional degree also works. Test scores, statement of purpose, letter of recommendations, resume, work experience letters, and test scores in GRE GMAT. What admission team is looking for? Admission team is definitely at a master's level looking for academic rigor. They are looking for your GPA. They are looking for what academic curriculum you've taken outside your outside your college, what workshops you have attended, any research you have actually, original research you have conducted, or have you actually been a research assistant to any of your professors. They are also looking at internships. They're also looking at your other extracurricular activities and leadership and proactiveness. They are looking at standardized test scores, recommendation letters, strength of school and university, essays, and demonstrated interest. Recommendation letters play a very important role in admissions. Make sure that whenever you're requesting a letter of recommendation from your professors, you share your complete extended CV with them, where it's not just your limited CV that we use for actually, employment. A CV that talks about your projects, a CV that talks about your interest in the subject, uh, you know what part of the subject has been favorite for you, what kind of extra readings you have done in the subject, so that your professor is able to write about you holistically and not just from a particular perspective. Okay, so I call it backward planning. It's important that when we write our essays, we do some backward planning. Or when we apply for overseas education, the first step would be backward planning. Why do you want to do the program? You should be very clear with this. If you are looking at doing a master's in data science, master's in computer science, master's in artificial intelligence, master's in mechanical engineering, why? Where is it going to take you? What are the skill sets that are different than your undergraduate degree? How is this skill set going to help you get a job tomorrow? What kind of job are you looking at? What responsibilities within that job are you looking at? What kind of companies you're looking at? So I tell my students to be as precise as, I would like to work in this company in California on this position, and right now this position is being handled by this person whose responsibilities are this and this, so that you have a clear map that where are you heading. I understand that we all will not end up on the same map, but at the same time, giving your mind some direction and vision is important. It acts as a starting point, and it help you be very sure and confident in your essays as well. Now, what is profile building? So we all say, work on your profile, enhance your profile in your undergraduate years. So profile building is just simply put in all the extracurriculars and academic rigor you're putting in outside of college. So it is sports, internships, summer schools, community service, workshops, psychometric testing, online courses, research work, and more. Workshops, MUNs. So everything comes under profile building. Okay, understanding your CV. So the CV should be kept simple. Please don't use weird design formats. Avoid using same old format to write resumes. Try looking for modern resumes and style to present. Okay, don't use too many graphics on it. Don't make it like keep it simple, crisp, and precise. There should be no typo errors in your CV. Please go through your CV, ask your career cell to review your CV, ask your professors to review your CV, and take constant feedback. Responsibilities versus accomplishments. We often make an error of writing too much responsibilities in the CV. I would prefer writing accomplishments. In that role, what did you accomplish? Rather than writing, I am responsible for this, write what did you accomplish in the 2 years of internship? What did you accomplish as a volunteer? People want to know what are you best at. They just don't want to know what you were just made to do. And most importantly, avoid providing false information, because even universities, hiring managers, anybody can look into your profile and get to know what's false on the CV. Always use bullet points, don't use paragraphs in the CV. Coming to employment trends across the world. So whenever we, look at programs, look at shortlisting universities, please understand the employment, what are the employment statistics of the country? What is the economy of the country indicating? It's not, see, ultimately, it's all about supply and demand. So if there is, even if you're interested in a particular stream or a particular niche, and if there is no demand in that country for that, your money is not well invested. Similarly, there are states in America that offer more job employment opportunities. There are companies that are headquartered in particular states. So definitely, if you are interested to work in one of those companies, look for an institute nearby that will improve your chances of getting an internship in that company. So these are a few of the most popular cities in US for employment. Again, if you would like to take a screenshot, please go ahead and do that. Okay, these are some of the most, some of the top companies in technology, data science, engineering that hire international students and, have good employability. So again, I have mentioned their names, I have mentioned their cities. You can take a screenshot of this because this will help you understand which city has more employment opportunities, where are these top employment companies located, and what kind of job opportunities do they offer. See, this homework a student has to do. I have done this homework for you a little bit, but again, this is just a base. I'm just trying to nudge you to actually go into deeper research before actually making a decision. It's just to actually encourage you to conduct your own research. These are furthermore companies that are actually, that hire a lot of data scientists, software developers, even engineering students, and even product engineers, project managers. I hope all of you have taken a screenshot of this.
You will start.
What? Hello? Sorry, what did you say? Can you repeat?
I think they were muted themselves by mistake.
Okay.
You carry on, please. Yeah.
Yes, okay, all right. Okay, so which provinces in Canada has more job opportunities? So if I see the Canada data, Quebec province has the maximum job opportunities, followed by British Columbia, Alberta, Ontario. Again, Ontario is the most popular destination, but understand that since all these years it's been flooded with immigrants. So now the job opportunities in Ontario are becoming less, and it's becoming more competitive. So definitely when you're applying to a school, look at schools that are unconventional, look at schools in other provinces, except outside of British Columbia and Ontario as well. So these are few companies, top hiring companies in Canada. And I've mentioned what are they hiring for as well. Coming to employment prospects in the UK, again, employment prospects in the UK are majorly improving. It's a recovering economy after the Brexit. Everybody is seeing a positive view of the UK. The major industries in the UK are accounting, banking, education, engineering, healthcare, marketing, and recruitment. And additionally, now the UK is providing a 2 years GIR, graduate route, and the country's unemployment rate currently stands at a relatively low of 4%. So we can see that the economy has really recovered and it's actually started to offering new jobs. Coming to scholarships, I understand all of you want to know more about scholarships. So there are school-based scholarships, there are outside scholarships, and there are Indian scholarships. So there are three kinds of scholarships we have. Again, there are merit scholarships, there are need-based scholarships. So a lot of Canadian institutions offer a merit scholarship and even scholarships for research. So if you're interested in a research program, a lot of Canadian scholarships offer research-based scholarships. There is Schulich leadership scholarships in the field of STEM, and that are anonymous scholarships. So if you are looking for scholarships in Canada, you can check out the Schulich scholarships. Coming to Germany, there are DAAD scholarships. Again, lots of scholarships are available in Germany under DAAD. And in the UK, there's Chevening Scholarship. Chevening Scholarship would request you to have at least 2 years of work experience before you can actually apply for a Chevening Scholarship. Besides that, every university individually has a lot of scholarships. US universities provide very good scholarships for engineering students. And even Canadian universities are providing very good scholarships. Even German universities are providing very good scholarships. UK universities are not really so great with scholarships, but they have bursaries. They have bursaries of the amount of 2,000 to 5,000 pounds. Some universities in UK are providing scholarships, but again, it really depends from school to school. You cannot really generalize that UK is providing good scholarships. So this is the post-study work visa. So in Canada, if you're going for an 8 months program, you're allowed to stay back for 8 months. If you're going for a 2 years program or more, you are allowed to stay back for 3 years to find a job in Canada and work and experience the work culture there. You can take your family with you. You can travel in and out of Canada, and this is the cost of applying for a work permit in Canada. Then comes the post-study work stream in Australia. Australia allows you to stay for 2 to 4 years after graduation. If you're going into a region 1 area to study, you're allowed to stay for 2 years after graduation of 2 years. And if you're going to a region 2 area, you're allowed to stay for 3 years after your graduate program of 2 years. If you're going to a region 2 area, you're allowed to stay for 4 years. So it really depends on which city you're going to study in Australia. And your post-study work visa will be dependent on that. Like Canada, you can take your family with you. You can travel in and out of Australia. And the cost of an Australian work permit is 16,050 Australian dollars. Same goes for New Zealand. It allows, depending on the program length, it allows you to stay for 1, 2, or 3 years in New Zealand. 3 years is generally for the PhD programs. Otherwise, for the postgraduate programs, it's generally 1 year. So when to apply, your step-by-step guide to applying to overseas education institutes. So July to September, you research and shortlist your universities. You make sure that you've taken all your, you've enrolled for your English proficiency exam, you've taken your GRE or GMAT, and you have shortlisted your universities. October, November, you start applying to universities, you download application forms, financial aid forms. Please be mindful that if you are actually applying for a September 2022 session, most of the applications will close in January 2022. And a lot of scholarships actually close in October to November 2021 itself. So that means few of the scholarship applications, few of the university applications actually close 1 year before. So make sure you're applying on time. Then is November to January, you actually research your financial aid options. If again, there are two kinds of financial aid options. The outside organization financial aid closes early. The university financial aid generally happens with the application. So if you're applying in October, after you made your application, some universities allow you to apply for financial aid. So it really is very, from university to university, you have to actually check what is the financial aid policy. Then is Feb to April, you will hear back from universities, you will evaluate your decisions, and then you'll apply for accommodations and visas. And that's it, I think. So this is again a comparative chart of, all the countries. Again, if you'd like to click a picture of this, go ahead and do the same. This is the average cost of education and your post-study work permit available in most of the countries. Okay, what we do at EduAbroad, we offer a lot of services from aptitude testing. We offer 3 kinds of aptitude testing: SII, MBTI, and CIP. We offer university selection. So a lot of times we are so confused that, what university is the best for me. So we help you shortlist a university not only on rankings, but on cost, scholarship, employment opportunities, accreditation, infrastructure, student to staff ratio, and a lot more factors. Then we help you with the complete application process of how to actually build your resume in these 2 to 3 years of undergraduate degree to apply for a master's program abroad. We give workshops on resume writing, essay writing workshops, brainstorming sessions, editing of application essays, how to actually, request a recommendation letter from your professors. So we help you with the complete application process. Then we help you with scholarship assistance, finding right scholarships for you, helping you with the scholarship essays, and optimizing your chances of getting a scholarship. We help you with the accommodations, and then we help you definitely with the visa counseling, interviews, mock interviews, and document guidance. More than that, I feel we take counseling as a responsibility. We are one organization that actually, before we actually keep an employee or add a member to our team, we first take an ethical oath from them, because we feel that counseling is a responsibility, and we cannot just push a student to any university. We're not here to sell universities. We are actually here to help you build a career that is successful. So for us, basically counseling is more of a responsibility, and we help you actually make the right decision. So we see ourselves as your accountability partner. We share your vision, we share your stories, and then we help you reach your vision and your goal university. So we do offer sometimes every year we run internship programs, and we help you find internship opportunities. Again, we are assisting you finding internship opportunities. We don't guarantee them, because a lot of students tell me that, ma'am, you were saying you will help us get an internship. Again, like any job, would depend on your capability, but yes, we help you identify opportunities, we help you connect. So basically, getting you a connection in industries, helping you actually connect to the right industry is what we do. But again, you have to take it forward from there. That's it. I hope I have answered all your questions, and I'm happy to take more questions now. And if you feel shy, you don't want to switch on your video and ask a question directly, please, you can put your question on chat. Vinny, can we take questions now?
Yes, ma'am. So students, let's say if you have any questions related to your admission process, about the country, about the courses, scholarships, anything, you can raise your hand, or else you can unmute yourself and ask the questions directly.
Hello. Hello.
Yes, Rohan. Yes.
Yes. I have a doubt. Like, if we are looking for experienced master's program,
Yeah.
and that require at least 4 and 5 years, and then we ask for letter of recommendation from our professors, it would be difficult to get letter of recommendation after so many years.
Right.
So what do we do? Like, we ask letter of recommendation from
So
employers.
yeah, so I'll tell you. So it really depends on the program you're applying to. If you're applying to an MBA program, and if you have already got 4 to 5 years of work experience, most of the MBA schools are ready to accept only professional recommendation letters. But if you're applying for an academic program, if you're applying for a Master's of Engineering later, most of them would still require at least one academic letter of recommendation and your two professional academic letter of recommendation. And some of the MBA schools also persist that they want at least one letter of academic letter of recommendation. So definitely you have to be remain in touch with your professors. You have to already inform them that you plan to do a master's later, and you need to be in touch with them. So the best strategy, I would say, is remain in touch with 4 to 5 professors. At least one would still be continuing at the school. Or
Thank
you
you,
can
ma'am.
always do one thing, that you can take a letter of recommendation on the letterhead and keep for a safe keepsake. Though most of the schools are now still encouraging that they email the professor directly to get a recommendation letter, but at the same time, certain schools do accept a hard copy and a hard copy that can be uploaded.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Any other question?
Students, you can put your questions in the chat box also.
And ma'am, one more. What should be a main headings, like main points that should be included in letter of motivation?
In the personal statement, right? So a personal statement has four components in it. Sorry, who asked the question? I missed the name.
I'm Rohan.
Rohan. Okay, Rohan.
Rohan.
So Rohan, basically there are 4 to 5 factors to keep, keep check off in the personal statement. Number one, the first three important things are past, present, and future. So, past, when I talk about, please talk about your experiences in the past, which show skill set that you have for the program. So, I'm not here to say that, okay, I believe that I am good at data analysis. What experience from your past is making you say that? So, talk about experiences, talk about internships in detail, that what kind of experience you had, talk about your research projects, talk about your teamwork projects, show experiences of leadership, show experiences of academic rigor, show experiences of teamwork. Let them see the person you are. Okay. Then we talk about present. I at present do you want to do this program? What is this program offering you really? How is this program and filling the skill gap for your future employer? And then we talk about the future. We talk about what is our precise career goal, where do we see ourselves down the road, and how this program, along with your bachelor's degree, is helping you get there. So we build upon things. We talk about a past, we talk about a present, we talk about a future in terms of your future. If so, everything is directed towards your future goal. How everything is in a line is actually contributing to your future goal. Besides this, try and make it interesting, don't make it a drag. Always the first paragraph should be crisp and clear, where you are actually coming to the point that why do you want to do the program or why this program is right for you. Don't make it too generalistic about, suppose, a lot of of my students, what to do is they talk about the industry in general, that I want to do mechanical engineering because mechanical engineering is the most sought out of program. Everybody knows that, the professor knows that, but why is it a good program for Rohan? Why does Rohan wants to do mechanical engineering? What in his profile really stands out? So talk about yourself, don't talk about general public. So don't make it a generalization, always talk about yourself in your personal statement. All right, Rohan?
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, Devanshu, you have a question.
No, ma'am. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, Devanshu. Vineet, would you be able to share our LinkedIn control on the chat, please? One of the students is requesting the same.
Yeah, I've got him. So I'll send him, ma'am.
Yes. Okay. All right. Any other questions?
So, what are the best MBA schools in US, particularly, if I would want to know?
So now again, really, the word best really does not encompasses. What are you looking at? Are you looking in best in terms of rankings? Are you looking in best in terms of employment? Are you looking
Employment, particularly.
Okay, so some of the best MBA schools would be your Columbia Business School, your NYU Business School, your Cox Business School, your Northwestern University Kellogg Business School. So these are some of the best business schools. But again, these schools are very, very expensive business schools. If I'm looking for an MBA program in these universities, it's more than 1 CR I'm looking at. So understand that when and why do you want to do such an expensive program, and is it actually, are you at that stage where you can leverage those networking opportunities to your advantage?
So, a lot of people, like after completing their PhDs, are also exploring the possibility of going for MBAs abroad.
Yes.
I have come in contact with some of the people who have, expressed their desire to move abroad.
Right.
So they're exploring after PhD, they're exploring an opportunity for MBA. So from that perspective, I wanted to know if somebody would probably ask me, I could, guide them or inform them.
Yes. So from that perspective, all these business schools, like especially Columbia Business School, even Cox Business School, even Kellogg Business School, offer very good programs for people with experience and a PhD. And if you have a PhD already, then you can maximize your scholarship options as well. And when you apply to a good business school, I would really say don't just go for top 10 in terms of employment. Go for top 20, because generally the 20th school will offer you better better scholarship options also.
Okay.
And GMAT is definitely required. So if you really want to maximize your chances, please give a GMAT exam.
Thank you.
Yes. Any other questions?
Ma'am, can you please tell some good universities for masters in data science?
Masters in data science?
Yes.
Yes. Can you tell me what kind of GRE score are we looking at here before I can tell you masters in data science options?
I've not given GRE yet.
Okay.
I'm just asking that what are the like good schools that I can aim for?
Okay. Right. So see, if you are again, if you're looking at a top school, we are also looking at what kind of GRE. So again, every person have their own top and best schools. I would not generalize it that what is good for Rohan might be the best for Garima, might be the best for Diksha. It really depends upon what kind of perspective or what kind of end result are you looking at. If I really have to just name a few schools for you, I can easily do it from what do you say, the top rankings like University of California, University of Denver, Southern Methodist University, Purdue University, Carnegie Mellon University, University of Waterloo has a very good program in statistics, and even University of San Francisco has a very good program in data science. So again, all these, I mean, there are more than 4,000 universities in US. There are 30 universities in Canada, and there are more than 100 universities in UK. They're all offering very good programs in data science. Now, how to shortlist these universities really depend upon what is your criteria. Where do you want to head, right? Karma, is that helpful? Hello? Yes. Was that helpful? Or you want me to still name some universities for you?
No, it was good. Thank you.
Yeah, all right. Yes, Rohan.
Yes, ma'am. So, ma'am, if we are looking at German university, what would be the minimum German proficiency you would recommend?
B2 level.
Sorry,
B2 level?
B2 level.
Yes.
And even if that university do not specifically ask for German proficiency.
So no, if they're not asking for a German proficiency, you can apply, but at the same time, please study German language side by side.
Okay,
All right.
thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
One of the things which I would like to indicate, particularly here from the perspective of going to Germany and France, is that these European countries are very particular about their language.
Yes.
Okay. So even if you want to complete your graduation in English, you would want to work over there, right? So you might be the topper in your university, but you don't know German. So you may find it hard to get a job over there. So you may not know anything, but you still know the language. It is easier to get a job there. So this is one reason that why people who are actually well aware of the whole admission process always impress on the point that you should go ahead with the language courses in Germany and France is because of the language. So these people are very, patriotic about their language.
5-10 minutes लगेंगे हाँ she's there.
Right. So, very well said, Dr. Rohit, sorry. I think what he's saying is completely right. And more than that, the language is not only requirement for employment opportunities. To gain the best out of the university experience, you need to know the local language. Ultimately, postgraduate education is only 20% about the curriculum. It's 80% about the experience you have at the university. So if you are not fluent with language, you will be hesitant, you'll not be confident to ask questions, you'll not be confident to build connections, which ultimately is your opportunity that the university is offering you. So it's really, really important that, just don't go after the free education tag. Please actually work hard towards, working on the language, knowing the language, studying the language, and then taking the decision of studying in a country that has a different language other than English. Yeah. Any other questions we have? Perfect. I think it was I would like to thank all of you for giving your precious time and coming here and joining us to know more about overseas education. And I hope I was able to answer all your questions. Dr. Rohit, would you like to add
Yeah,
something? I
thanks a
hope
lot.
I
I
did
think it was
justice to your
quite,
students
yeah.
and
It was
we were able to help them out.
Yeah, and it was a quite informative session, as I've seen, not as a student, but as a uh, course instructor. So probably we have also got to know some things about the admission process, and definitely we'll use these while counseling our students as well. And I look forward to another session. Let's not end this, association with this session only, because the turnout this time is probably low, because probably this was the first session. Maybe down the line, when we have a second session sometime later, we could have better participation from the student end, and a better guidance could be also made available. And it was a really nice session. I would like to thank Vineet and you both for the session. Thanks a lot.
Definitely, sir. We would like to keep the association going and we would definitely like to come back and address your students.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, all the students. It was really a pleasure having you.
Thanks,
Can we have a recording of this like a session? Like,
yeah.
Yes, we have the recording. We can share the recording with Dr. Rohit and, you can.
So he will send to the students now. He can circulate.
Yeah.
Definitely share it, this recording with most of the students,
Right.
so that they can have an access, and students, those who are not really able to attend it, can actually also refer it.
Right. Okay, we will do it, sir.
Thank you so much.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining the session. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. I think, Vinny, can you quickly share my LinkedIn handle with Vishesh, please?
I have taken his details, so I'll be sharing it with him personally, ma'am. Abhi kar deta hoon.
Yes, perfect. Thank you. I think Vishesh, Vineet will just message you that.
Yes.
Thank you.